This means I hate you. I don't want to be here in this conversation.
I mean, this can be a few things.
When you say something controversial, but you don't really mean it, but you do mean it.
When I wake up next to a stranger.
As most of us know, learning a new language can change how you think and who you communicate with. We've moved away from the phone call in favor of DMs and texts, and in some ways, we're more connected than we've ever been. But do we lose touch with our real-life friends if we're always snapping and never chatting? In this episode, we figure out how the shift from IRL to digital has affected the ways in which we communicate and socialize, and if it's too late to go back. My name is Priya. I was born in '97, so I've never known a world without the internet. I've been having offline conversations with people in the same boat about the massive changes happening in our digital lives and how we relate to each other. This is Word of Mouth, the series where we take those conversations online and get you up to speed on what exactly is going on.
Quite cynical, dark humor. Yeah. I think it's a lot of the language of the internet. I don't know, I think it's like everyone's anxious on the internet and everyone's trying to cope in some way. I don't know, I think everyone has more anxiety now. Humor's a great coping mechanism.
Reaction photos and reaction videos, just to express yourself and how you're feeling. It's been really cool to see like a picture represent an entire emotion.
I find that the language of the internet can be clouded with emojis and abbreviations. But I think if you go through any YouTube comment section, there are going to be hateful comments. In our normal lives, people don't behave that way. People are more conscious of what they're saying when they're in person and don't want to offend other people. But on the internet, it's very easy to get into your own political tribe or whatever group that you think you belong to and stick with that perspective.
No caps, no, and then with the red heart, no space. Yeah.
Heart-based, the heart eyes, the hearts around the head, the devil emoji, but we won't get into why.
I think it's called the pleading face.
Eyes are like almost crying, like it's huge, and then like the fingers like this. And I feel like I started using it as a joke, and then now I just use it in real life. Now it's so embarrassing.
The like flushed one, where he's like, ooh.
I use clown a lot.
Love the little sparkly, glittery emoji.
I like the emoji where it's like two hands like this, the little rainbow on top.
Emojis aren't the only new language that the digital world has birthed. Those of us that are very online are leading the creation of a new vernacular, a composite of cultural influences whose origins most of us are unaware of.
Yeah, it just gets weird when I get on TikTok and I see James Charles and Charlie D'Amelio and Addison Rae using AAVE in a way that's, I don't even know how to describe it. It's sped up and it's not even used right and it's just the wrong context. It's almost like they're making fun of it. They'll be like, is that railing for me? Period. Sis, sit down. Like, you're not even using it right.
It's good to be aware of where your words are coming from before you use them in real life. Under the cover of internet anonymity, it's easy to wind up surrounded by a language that isn't yours. So watch which slang you adopt, otherwise you might end up sounding a little ridiculous or even awkward, which is something a lot of us are feeling these days. We can hold an entire conversation using only reaction GIFs. Phrases like bestie vibes only or black-pilled gigacuck make perfect sense. These dialects are born from the growth of online subcultures, and you can often tell who you're speaking to by the online slang they're slinging.
We're at a point in our lives where like anxiety's on high, and it's no joke that it's affecting us. Social media was created to help our communication.
I can be a bit like difficult to understand to those who don't like talk to me on a regular basis.
What I've seen online sometimes creeps into my thoughts, and I like try to express that to the person I'm talking to, and they don't get it because they haven't seen it.
I want to talk. I want to see your face move. I want to like have that intimacy, whether it's a hard conversation or whether it's an easy conversation. I don't care. Like I want like that human condition, I guess.
My friend tagged me in a meme the other day because he called me and I wasn't expecting it. Like, Fenton, why are you calling me? Like, we have text.
While social media has completely changed the way we speak, it's not all for the worst. Language is always evolving, and it's clear that there's no best way to communicate. The quippy, unpolished, and flagrantly uncapitalized nature of language on the internet has made it easier than ever to relate to people that we've never met. And good memes can distill wildly specific feelings into something that's effortlessly shareable. But try not to let the character limit have you forget that behind every username is a complex human being. So pick up the phone and flex those vocal cords. Let's keep a tradition that's at least 100,000 years old alive. And when it's safe to do so, take your conversations offline and meet up with people from your online communities IRL.